Good morning, everyone. Myself Vivek Tiwari from the Department of the Biotechnology. So today I'm going to give the demo lectures on the topic pollinations. So as we know that the entire process of reproduction in a flower, like from the flower to the fruits, is the story. And botany is divided this event into the three categories, pre-fertilizations, fertilizations, and then post-fertilizations. So generally, I give the overview on the what happened on all these three stages, and then we are discuss our main topic, pollinations. So in a pre-fertilization is all about the buildings, the components, and getting them together. And the fertilization, it is the main event where the fusions of male and female gametes are happen. After the and third one is the post-fertilization. It is all about the fruits. It is all about the seeds and fruits. So like our main topics, today's main topics is pollination, which is a part of the pre-fertilization. So now we are going to discuss the pollinations. But before going to discuss the pollination, like we have to little bit understood about the structures of the flowering plant. So what part is involved in the reproductions, we have to little bit overview on it. So before going to explain the pollination, now I am going to little bit give the overview on the uh, morphology of the flowering plant, like what is this. So generally, as you can see, there is a there is a as receptacles, which is we are also called the thalamus. So flower is a externally modified shoot, and it is a part, and all the part are arranged on the concentric circle. So which are called the thalamus or receptacle. The thalamus or receptacle are same. These both are same. So thalamus and receptors are the same. Now generally, we are going to our next part, like this part. The whole part we are called uh, calyx, but generally it is made up of the calyx is made up of single unit, which is called the sepals. As you can see, we are called sepals. So its functions to protect the plant generally when they are bud. I'll I will write all these things in the note form also, but here I'm explaining what is this generally. Now moving to the most attractive part, which is corolla. So all these parts we are known as a corolla, which is made up of the single unit of the petals. So generally, what is the function of these petals? It is attract the pollinators for the pollinations. So after that, the calyx and corolla is not involved directly in the reproductions, but these are important. After that, we are going to our main part, which is male and female reproductive part of this flower. So basically, we are going to discuss one by one. What I explaining, all these things are in notes form. So this is a male reproductive uh, male reproductive parts, like main part is the stamen. So stamen have two things, like filaments and anther. So these are the stamen. This is the stamen basically, and this is the filament, and this is the anther. So the filament, like a slender stack, support the anther. This filament is support this anther, and then anther is a terminal part. Typically has a two lobes, each containing the pollen sac, like microspongia, where the pollen male gametes is produced. So the androecium produce the pollen grain, which contain the male gametes and need for the fertilization. And then filament positions the anther, such as the pollen can be effectively dispersed by wind, insect, or other pollination method. No. After that, this is a female reproductive parts like gynoecium. It has a main part is like stigma, styli, ovary, and ovules. So as you can see that this is the stigma. This is the topmost part, often sticky, where the pollen grain are land. And this is the styli, the tube or stalk-like region connecting to the stigma and ovary through which the pollen tuba grow. And as you can see that here is the ovary, here is the solen basal part of the scarpel contains the ovules like female genotypes integrated egg cell. After the fertilization, the ovary develop into the fruits and ovules become the seed. So what is the ovules? So ovules is the structures in a seed plant that contain the female reproductive cell and where the fertilization of the seed formation begin. So the gynoecium's role is to receive the pollen, allow to the pollen tube to reach the ovules and thereby allow the fertilization to produce the zygote and then seed. The ovary protect the ovule and after the fertilization transform into the fruits which is protect to disperse the seed. Now we are going to the our main topic which is the pollination. So what is the pollination? Pollination is a transfer of a pollen grain from the anther to the stigma from one part of the flower to the another part of the flower. So there are some method for this like types of the pollination as you can say that. So there is a one type is self pollinations which we are called autogamy. Second one is like getonogamy, and like on third part is a cross pollination, which is a also have two types like allogamy and xenogamy. So as you can say that like getonogamy is also part of the self pollination only. So now I am going to discuss all these things in a detail. So basically in autogamy what happened? There is the same plant. As you can see in the figure, there is the same plant and then same flower. Same plant and same flower. Then the pollination is occur. Same plant, same flower and pollination is occur. There is a no variations. In a self pollination, there is a no genetic variation is occur. So like in a getonogamy what happening? In a getonogamy, there is a same plant but a different flower. As you can see that plant is same but flower is different. So generally what happen? These are genetically similar. These flowers are genetically similar. So after that we can see that cross pollinations also we are called xenogamy. In a cross pollination plant is different, flower is different, both are different as you can see in the figure. So these are genetically different. We get some variant in this. So after that there is some pollination agent who help to transfer the pollen grain from one place to the another place. So now we are discuss about the agents of the pollinations, like how the pollen grain transfer from the anther to the female reproductive part. So here is a like some agent is here like wind, water, insect, birds, bats, and human. Like wind, we are also called anemophily, where the grasses and maize. Like wind pollinated flower are small, lack scan, They produce a large amount of light smooth pollen and have a uh, fatty stigmas to catch the pollen. So wind and water is generally not very usable. But so first of all, we see the hydrophilia, like with the help of water, how the pollination is occur. It is a like aquatic plant like Polycernia hydra. The pollen grain are often coated to the float on the water, and after that, with the help of this, pollination is occur. So our main pollinator agent is insects, like we are also called entomophily, like bees, butterflies. Flower are large, colorful fragment and produce the pollen grain, which is sticky, and it is like stick to the is insect climb. When the insect go one flower to the another flower, with the help of this, then pollination is occur. And third one is like ornithophilia, which is generally done by the birds like hummingbird and sunbird. And next one is like chiropterophilia, which is done by the bat, like fruit bat. And last one is done by the pollination by the hand, by the human, which we are also called artificial pollinations. Like in agriculture, human may transfer the pollen grain to the sets of the fruit. So like this. So all this my lecture on these topics of the pollination is complete. After the pollination process, there is a fertilization process is occur. When the pollination is completed, after that fertilization processes occur, which is I'm not concluding this lecture because it is demo lecture on the topic of pollination. So that's why uh, that's in from my side. Thank you everyone.